Evaluate the following double integral over this region, D. The first thing we need to do is to sketch the domain region. So we're looking at the xy ordered pairs that are inside a circle of radius 2, but also so that we have positive x values. So here's a circle radius 2, but then we only want just the positive x values, so we're looking at this semicircle. So this is the domain region D over which we're integrating. This scenario is a good opportunity to use polar coordinates for two reasons. Number one, the domain region over which we're integrating could be easily represented using polar coordinates. And number two, converting to polar coordinates would greatly simplify the argument of this integrand. And if we are going to convert to polar coordinates, we would need to convert both the region D and the integrand. So let's recall that x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared, and that's going to help us out with this. When we convert the integrand to polar form, we'll end up with 4 minus r squared, and then we still have so far dA. Now remember, this dA quantity represents the tiny area of a polar rectangle, which is r dr d theta, or perhaps we want to go r d theta dr. Let's now consider what order of integration we want to use, and notice that if we did integrate with respect to r first, we are going to have that same lower limit, same upper limit, no matter where we are in this domain region. And those limits would be r starting at 0 and going out to the maximum r value of 2. In this example, we could also integrate with respect to theta first, because we are going to have the same lower limit and upper limit no matter where we are within the interval. So we could really do either one. I'm going to choose to integrate with respect to r first. So that'll make our integral the square root of 4 minus r squared. dA is then going to be, we need the factor of r, and then we integrate with respect to r first, r dr d theta. As we mentioned a moment ago, the lower limit on r is going to be 0, and the upper limit on r is going to be 2. And as far as theta limits are concerned, this needs to be from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. We want to be sure that our theta interval doesn't have any gaps in it, which means that we would not be calling this 3 pi over 2. So negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 are our theta limits. So now let's evaluate the first iteration, which is from 0 to 2, square roots, 4 minus r squared, r dr. And now because we have this factor of r here, that enables us to use a u substitution. If we didn't have this factor of r, we'd need to use trig sub, and in that case I might go back and try to integrate with respect to theta first to see if the integration would be easier. So we'll let u equal to 4 minus r squared, and then du is equal to negative 2r dr. So we need a negative 2 here and a negative 1/2 outside. And now we have negative 1/2 integral of u to the 1/2 du, which is negative 1/2 times 2/3 u to the 3/2. And now let's take it back to r so that we can apply our r limits. Plug in our upper limit of 2 and as well our lower limit of 0. So now we have negative 1/3 times 0 minus 8, which is 8/3, which becomes the integral of our second iteration. So now we have the integral from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 of just 8/3 d theta, which will be 8/3 theta evaluated from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2, which will be 8/3 times pi over 2 minus negative pi over 2, and this turns out to be 8 pi over 3, which is our final answer.